Good morning. Got my first cup of coffee and it's almost Halloween. Yeah, this is early for me. I get up between 3:30 and 4:30 every morning. And first day filming. Haven't done this for a while. Haven't done any video work or hosted a show. I began my career hosting a very successful business talk radio show. And I had the pleasure of my career interviewing well-known entrepreneurs, celebrities, and small businesses across the nation and around the world. And I loved what I did. Small business is my passion. I love helping them gain more visibility and give them the opportunity to talk about their business. So here I am. I'm back doing something that I loved to do. In the last several years, I've been a publicist, a media consultant for 2 gubernatorial candidates, and also currently I'm a journalist for an international magazine called See Beyond. So check it out. Well, I gotta get my day started. It's gonna be a long one. Here I go. Hi, John.
Hey, Stacey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just really hard. Hey, we've got, I'm sure you've seen on social media that Blake has his new song out, Always Barely Getting By.
Yes.
It's on the radio.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's doing great. Streaming. And I had this idea, like the song would be perfect. I think for talk radio, and I thought that maybe you could reach out to some talk radio stations to see if they can play like for a bumper, like in between segments. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. I will definitely do that. And John, that's a great idea.
Thanks. We'll try to have all over the song. We're going to have Dallas, Richmond, Northern Richmond. That really took off on talk radio. And the song Always Really Getting By. It's pretty what's going on in the country. So I think it might shot up.
Oh, I think it will too as well. It is a great song and it resonates with people today, what's going on.
Well, thanks for mentioning that. We'll see where it's going.
Absolutely. I'll keep you posted. Thanks, John.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. All right, I'm at Neon Alley in Pueblo, Colorado, so I'm going to go show you it. Alrighty, I'm at Neon Alley in Pueblo, Colorado, and it's really cool. It's for, well, I'll just show you. So come on, take a walk with me to Neon Alley.
The Other Side of Midnight with Frank Morano. It's The Other Side of Midnight with Frank Morano.
My bank account's no indication of the work I'm putting in. Most times I'm at the job site before 4 a.m. I punch the clock, I do my time. Yeah, sometimes I complain, but bitching about this way of life won't get the mortgage paid. It's enough to make you wanna lose your mind. Seems like I'm always barely getting by. I work my fingers to the bone. This is a song you might not have heard. It's pretty new. It's called Always Barely Getting by Clayton Smalley. And it's really an anthem for the middle class in modern America. And it encapsulates the current struggles of the middle class. And it has a really wonderful narrative, a really heartfelt lyric. I'm not the biggest country fan in the world, but I find this pretty catchy as well. And I'll tell you, my wife and I, every 2 weeks, every dollar is spent between childcare, commuting to work, the mortgage, the utilities, everything else. Every dollar is spent. And that the title of this song and this lyric, Always Barely Getting By, that's kind of how I feel. I know that's how my wife feels. And then heaven forbid you get hit with a vet bill or a medical bill or anything along those lines. It's tough. It is absolutely tough. All right. So if you want to check this out, the artist is Clayton Smalley, Smalley. The song is Always Barely Getting By. It's available wherever you get your music.
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing good. I bet you're here for your shirt.
I am.
All right, we got it ready for you here.
Oh, it looks great.
Awesome.
You know what? You're right. It is super soft.
Yeah, they're very soft. We have a lot of people that love this shirt.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It's got a great message.
Oh, it does. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, bye. Hey, Jordan. How you doing? This is Stacey Marie.
Hey, Stacey, how are you today?
I'm doing great. With me is John Griffin from YN Record Label.
Hey, John, how are you today? Great to meet you. Nice to meet you too, man.
As a professional connector, sometimes I have to bring in another company to collaborate with me during a campaign that I'm involved in. For this campaign, I set up a meeting to introduce John Griffin from YN Records and Jordan McKee from iHeartRadio. In this situation, it's best to have Jordan email the current pitch internally to his list of talk radio stations.
Is it targeting iHeart listeners or iHeart programmers? So I'm going to have this on a few different line items. What I'll do is I'll have all of the broadcast terrestrial radio in one portion. That's just going to be standard spots and dots, rates, frequency, reach and frequency is what we look for there. On the digital side, that'll be a little bit different. I'll provide a separate proposal for that, and it's just going to show audience in market that likes country songs, that like new songs coming out. I'll work with our team to find the best fit for this song exactly.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, all right. Well.
Yeah, and I know that's a little bit confusing right now, but when we look at it, it's going to be more of like a menu and kind of a la carte. So whatever we like and we think is a great fit, yeah, let's do it. If it's, we don't think it's the right fit, why not? Let's massage it a little bit and kind of, figure out where we need to be. This just gives us a good starting point to kind of look at and see, how we want to look at expanding.
Okay.
And the information that you send to us, Jordan, does it show when it's played versus morning time versus afternoon, the difference?
Yeah, I can send the difference in spot times for that. So if we want to have
drive
the
time,
morning drive or the afternoon drive, I'll send the 1 a week standard spots schedule, and then we can just look at what best frequency is for each of them.
Okay.
That's great.
Well, thanks, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan. We'll be in touch.
All right, thank you very much. And Stacey, I'll get all this sent over to you here very shortly. And John, it was a pleasure meeting with you.
Nice to meet you too.
Sounds great.
Right,
thank you
very much.
Bye.
Bye.
My bank account's no indication of the work I'm putting in. Most times I'm at the job site before 4 a.m. I punch the clock, I do my time. Yeah, sometimes I complain, but bitching about this way of life won't get the mortgage paid. It's enough to make you wanna lose your mind. Seems like I'm always barely getting by. I work my fingers to the bone just to pay the interest on the loan. I can't get ahead no matter how I try. Seems like I'm always barely getting by. Looking at my pay stub, wondering where the money went. What ain't already spoken for goes to the government. What's the point in Medicare and Social Security if I work myself into the ground? It's no benefit to me. Right now I can't even afford to die. Seems like I'm always barely getting by. I work my fingers to the bone just to pay the interest on the loan. I can't get ahead no matter how I try. Seems like I'm always barely getting by. My little fixer-upper ain't no mansion on a hill. I'll never be a rich man worth enough to write a will. Everywhere I look, there's people living just like me. The backbone of this country, in the land of the free. It makes me scratch my head and wonder why. Seems like we're always barely getting by. I work my fingers to the bone just to pay the interest on the loan.